Britain. 33 million vehicles, 250,000 miles of tarmac. Lights and sirens are no longer enough. The biker cops and paramedics are taking to two wheels to beat the most congested roads in Europe. They're a surefire way of getting vital help where it's most needed, fast.
Something goes wrong, you're all dead.
Roger, with the patient, ambulance required.
The bike squads of Essex Police and West Midlands Ambulance Service race to protect the public and save lives. Coming up on Emergency Bikers, paramedics rescue a woman with back injuries. A car catches the attention of the Essex biker cops.
Your driving licence is expired.
It's not.
Yes, it is. It is revoked.
And there's been a stabbing in Birmingham.
Do you know how long the knife was?
Birmingham city centre. A 999's coming in. On call, biker paramedic Mark Hayes. There's been a serious crash. Mark races across the city on his Yamaha FJR 1300, top speed 145. With special cameras on him and his bike, we'll arrive at the scene the second he does. In just over 2 minutes, Mark's there, first paramedic on scene.
What's happened?
This
Accident. I went into the back of this car. Okay. How are we doing?
She's not very well. She got out of the car and obviously actually hurt her neck, so I put her back in the car.
Okay.
The driver's been out of her car, but she's complaining of back pain. This could be serious.
We need to make sure you're okay.
My back does hurt a lot.
Just keep still. Keep still.
Mark must thoroughly check her spine. Any pain could indicate a broken back. It's not looking good.
There.
Only on the bone when you touch the bone.
There.
That
There. That hurt. You're going to be pain further down.
absolutely killed there.
Right.
All around there.
Right.
For the moment, her back injury is just one of her worries.
Listen to me. You do need to go to the hospital.
I've got to get back to my little girl.
Right. Okay.
Put them in intensive care unit, not just
And the children.
put them in coma for 10 days.
All right, all
I
right.
need to,
Keep nice
I
and
was
still.
just going home to get some change of clothes.
All right, all right. We need to be
Dana's
doing that.
1-year-old daughter is in intensive care after swallowing a battery. The acid has corroded her throat.
So hard.
But it's touch and go whether Dana will make it to her bedside. She mustn't move an inch, and she may not have helped herself by getting out of the car earlier. Mark must keep her as still as possible. But removing her from the car is going to be tricky.
I'm thinking she could probably lie back and we can straight out that door. The only thing is whether the door's in the way. I'll see whether we've got a crew.
All Dana can think about is her baby daughter.
Give me 20 minutes, I'll get back to her.
We need to make sure that you're all right, otherwise you're no good to her.
Yeah, I know.
So we've got to look after you.
Yeah.
All right, just keep nice and still for me.
Mark will have to inch her out on a spine board, and the only way is along the front seats and through the driver's door. And for that, he needs the fire brigade.
Yeah, can we ask fire to attend, please? Reason being, vehicle, when we extricate the patient, we need to take the handbrake off, we need the wheels chocking, and we have one door that may be in the way, so the patient isn't trapped, but if you could ask them to respond.
In charge of the scene, Mark also needs an ambulance to help in the rescue, plus police to shut down the road where traffic is piling up.
This closed as well. When I turned
We'll
up...
get a full closure put on the other side so we don't get any...
If we can do, please.
It's
It's not safe. Yeah. The other side of Humpback Bridge, when I first came, a car come over, locked its wheels up, nearly went into the back of the bike. Obviously, we've got to extricate the patient out into the road, so it's not safe. How you doing? You all right?
There's no room for error. One wrong move, and Dana may never walk again.
Fire just to come and chock the wheels.
I did move my head when I got out of the car and everything, and I walked.
No, that's fine. But once we turn up and you tell us you've got this pain, then we have to play it by the book. That's the thing.
The fire crew has arrived to get Dana out.
Handbrake's up in the air, we need to take that off, so we need the wheels chocking.
Okay,
And we may need this door just moving back a bit. Just ask the police to put a close on this road, so it's safe to work.
The team must keep Dana's back absolutely straight, and that means taking off the driver's door.
I think that's all the cutting we're doing.
So what we're going to do, you're just going to feel this go underneath your bottom. Don't move. You just need to keep your head, your neck and your back nice and straight. We're just going to lie you back. Okay. Whatever you do, don't raise your feet. Because I'll be singing soprano for a month, all right?
Ready, Donna?
Yeah.
I'll pick up this radio. Ready, steady, lower.
Just relax, let your body go limp.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
Give it there then.
Okay. Don't worry about that. We're going to slide you up the board. We'll keep you covered. Okay. You all right to grab from there? Okay. Watch your shoulder on the steering wheel. Yeah. Right, I've got the head. There we go. You're right. It looks a lot worse than it is.
With Dana safely out, Mark has every sympathy for her plight.
I was dashing home to get a change of clothes and that, to go back up to the hospital. So straight away, she didn't want to go to hospital for herself. She just wanted to get back to her daughter. So we then had to try and convince her that really you need to go and make sure that you're okay. Otherwise, you're no good to your daughter, are you? We need to make sure that you're 100%.
I'm going to contact the intensive care unit for you, all right? Yeah. And just to let you know that you're going to be delayed a little bit, all right? Okay.
Dana, all the best. I hope it goes okay with your daughter. All right, take care. All right. We come out to these RTCs every single day. The day we don't immobilise somebody and they do have a fractured vertebrae and cause damage, then, you know, that's the day that can change their life forever.
Birmingham, early afternoon. A 999 call is coming in.
212 received, over.
A woman's fallen badly at Moore Street Station. On duty, paramedic Steve Harris. Steve makes a dash through the city and reaches the station over a mile and a half away in just over 2 minutes. On his bike, he can ride right into the heart of the station and be first on scene at the woman's side.
That's it, they're off, I can see.
But it's quickly clear that this job's going to be complicated.
Okay, what's the problem? What's wrong?
I think I've broken my ankle again.
Again?
I broke it in July 2 years ago, and I've had operations since.
Okay. Have you fallen?
I just can't stand up.
It's okay.
I thought I could do it on my own, and I couldn't.
Where's this pain? Where's... Pain? Is it this side? That's where...
It hurts all the way down there.
All the way down there?
That's where the rod is, where they...
Have you fallen? Have you fallen over this morning?
I don't understand.
Okay, it's okay.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right. It's okay.
Steve needs to find another way of communicating.
No, I just sort of went down on one knee.
Yeah. You didn't bang your head?
I just don't think I'm ready to walk on it yet.
Okay. We'll take you to the hospital and we'll get them to look at that. Okay. It's all right. Don't be afraid.
Every time the lady moves her leg, she can feel bones moving around. It's not a good sign, and she's starting to panic.
Okay. It's all okay. All okay.
I'm frightened now.
No need.
I wanted to do it all my way. I said that I was strong, but I'm not strong. I reckon I've done something awful to my leg. It keeps moving about.
We don't know yet, okay? We'll just wait. Lady here, she's had a bit of a trip. She's got a problem with her left leg. She's unable to put it to the floor and can't stand. Once we get her on the trolley into the back of the ambulance, we may be able to try with some gas and air and try and remove that boot.
But the crew's arrival doesn't mean the end of the communication problems.
Wait, whoa.
Weight on the good leg. Okay.
If you can support that one.
Yep. Okay.
I wouldn't try to take that boot off.
The pain is now really kicking in.
Legs up with it, could you?
The team need to get her to the ambulance as quickly as they can to give her some much-needed pain relief. At first, the gas and air doesn't seem to be working.
Can't you give us a peek?
That's what.
Please.
That's what that is. Take that.
But with pain relief finally taking effect, they can slip Karen's boot off to investigate what damage she's done.
Keep taking some more. Keep taking this. Keep taking. Keep
Someone clipped them, didn't it? Yeah.
Keep taking this.
There you go. You're gonna have to split.
Keep taking it.
Steve uses a vacuum splint to support Karen's leg. It's full of polystyrene beads that mould to fit like a cast. It will support the injured limb gently but firmly and relieve pressure on the brake.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice. Okay.
I had no idea until arriving what was happening, but as soon as I started to try to talk to the lady, she was obviously in pain. And as I was holding her leg and we were removing the sock, I could feel movement under my fingers. Having a splint in place to hold everything steady and stable, it eliminates any movement. She's on gas and air, which will take the edge off the pain for the journey. And then in hospital, you know, they can give us something a bit more, a bit stronger.
Essex, Chelmsford Town Centre. On patrol, PC Martin Ackers. ANPR, or automatic number plate recognition, is a sophisticated tool which automatically reads passing number plates and flags up if there are any offences. At the control centre, on the other end of the radio, is Martin's other half, Mandy.
Yeah, I've always got her in my ear here. Isn't that nice? Yeah, go to bed with her, got her in my ear. Wake up, got her in my ear. Go to work, she's in my ear. No, she's a lovely girl, honest.
And Mandy spotted something.
Here we go, got another one.
The cameras have flagged up a passing Mercedes. There are outstanding police inquiries on this car. Martin's BMW R1200 RT will do 0 to 60 in just over 4 seconds. He's on the tail of the car in a flash.
Hello, you all right? Yeah, nice cold day for us, isn't it?
Freezing, isn't it?
Is it your own car?
It is, yes.
How long have you had that one for?
About 3 days.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's handy, isn't it?
The driver's not the man Martin was looking for. He purchased this car just 3 days ago, which means that the records on the police computer probably relate to the old owner.
And your first name's up.
But while Martin has the car stopped, he has to run some checks.
Yeah, Sue. Have you ever had your licence removed for any reason?
Yes, I had it taken away about 10 years ago.
What, you were disqualified for a year, 2 years, 3 years?
Disqualified for 1 year.
For 1 year in about 2000.
In about 2000, yeah, but I didn't reapply for it for about 10 years after then.
We've just done a check on the police national computer with regards to your driving licence, which states to us that your driving licence is expired.
It's not.
Yes, it is. And then we've gone through to the DVLA portal, and they've confirmed that it is expired.
I've got it.
Yeah, you've got it at home. It hasn't been returned to them. They're saying so, and that's
I've
just a
got a
word,
plastic
sorry.
driving licence.
Yeah, it needs to have been returned back to them.
Why?
For updates, okay? So, I'm afraid you're expired 2004.
Yeah, no, since then I've taken my test and passed it again. What you're looking at is the original licence thing. Can you ask them to check
Give me
again?
the guy's details off phone.
I've written my test.
The man's adamant he does have a valid licence.
And my other half, Mandy, is going direct through to DVLA liaison, speaking to them to find out exactly what's going on with this licence. Not at the moment, hold on.
Driving without a valid licence can get you up to 6 penalty points and a fine of £1,000. Every year in Essex, nearly 1,000 people are stopped for driving without a licence and have their cars seized. Martin has to wait for the final say from the DVLA.
We got the exact date, apart from just 2008.
And it's not good news for the driver.
I'm obliged. Right, well, I'm afraid your licence has expired. What it is in December 2008, you received 3 points on your licences for a CU20, which is using a vehicle in a defective condition, and the licence needed to be surrendered within a year. It hasn't been surrendered within a year, so I'm afraid I have to say to yourself, you're being reported for driving this motor vehicle along a road whilst having an expired substantive driving licence.
How could that have been picked up before then?
Well, probably someone hasn't looked into it as much as I do. Perhaps, I don't know.
The man's car is going to be seized.
What's going to happen is certain officers have been empowered under Section 165 to seize vehicles under certain conditions. Unfortunately, one of the conditions is that driving without a current driving licence, OK? So it's being seized for that.
Yeah. I thought licences last for years. Don't know how long it takes to get it.
I don't know, because fortunate enough I've managed to keep hold of mine. To release your vehicle, you must, within 14 days, produce driving licence, certificate of insurance, which you're going to have, logbook, or proof of ownership, which you're going to have the receipt. Yeah? £150, OK, to collect the vehicle from here. £20 a day storage. All right, so it adds up, as you can see.
And
it's
if
not.
Crush it, he's going to charge me for that as well.
They can't. They like to make the money, don't they?
Yeah.
It's
done.
Yeah, unfortunately.
My day.
I bet it hasn't.
If there's anyone I can cheer you up,
I bet it hasn't.
While the car's towed away, the driver and his friend are left to walk home.
I think he probably did think that he was still valid to drive the vehicle on his licence. He's gone out and got insurance for the vehicle. We've done a check on that. He said it's cost him 700 notes. So yeah, a bit of sympathetic there, but you really have got to keep your paperwork in check all times, really.
It's expired because I changed address and I didn't realise, and I'm cold and I want to go home now.
Back at HQ, Mandy and Martin have a chance to reflect on a job well done.
That's quite good, really. Yeah, it's a good job that that camera's turned around the other way.
Why's that?
Well, otherwise we wouldn't have got it, would we? Yeah. So he came up as a non-licence holder, so that's quite good, isn't it? So he had his car away. Good result.
Walk home.
Oh, yes. Good.
You didn't make me a cup of tea.
Do you want a cup of tea?
It's just like being at home, really, isn't it?
Do you want a cup of tea?
Yes, please.
Right, OK.
Birmingham, 7 a.m. Saturday morning. Paramedic Mark Hayes is on duty.
We've got reports of a stabbing.
Details are sparse. Mark has no idea what he's going to find when he gets to the incident. On the bike, Mark is able to respond so fast, he may arrive before the police. An ambulance has already arrived at the street, but the police aren't there yet. With no idea where the attacker is, it's too dangerous for the crew to approach the house.
Okay, and this is going to be police coming through. All right.
Mark knows there could be someone bleeding to death, but he can't put himself in danger. The police have to clear the area first.
We can go down, can we? Yeah.
Police have made an arrest. Mark can move in.
Sit yourself down. So, you've been stabbed.
He's conscious and alert, but there's a lot of blood.
Right, okay.
There could be extensive internal damage.
In, out, in, out, and again.
Mark has to check if the lungs have been punctured.
Okay. How's the pain at the moment?
The victim seems to be okay, but he could be in shock and could deteriorate at any moment.
I think it's going into just bony structure, isn't it?
The shock and all the blood could also be hiding a second or even third stab wound. While Mark monitors the man's blood pressure and heart rate, his colleague cleans away some of the blood.
Give still a sec.
Mark can only assess the external wound and monitor the man. It's impossible to know what internal damage there is. To assess this, Mark needs to get him to hospital.
With any sort of stabbing gunshot, you've got to start to think about blood loss. And although, you know, we could see that his T-shirt was soaked with blood, the indicators for us are heart rate. If you lose too much blood, your heart will then beat a lot quicker. Your blood pressure will start to drop. The patient could be pale, could be clammy. These are all things that we're monitoring constantly. I've been to many a stabbing in my career, and I remember one of my first stabbings that I went to. I was treating a chap who'd been stabbed in the heart. We were resuscitating this gentleman to turn around, look up, and there was his wife standing with a knife. So that was a bit hair-raising, to say the least.
Birmingham. Paramedic Steve Harris has had a call to a homeless man collapsed in the city centre. On his bike, Steve's able to take a route right through the pedestrianised precinct. And the 1 mile journey takes him under 2 minutes. When he arrives, he finds the man still on the floor.
Are you able to get up, or did you hurt yourself?
An ambulance crew has arrived to assist.
No? Can we get you on your feet? You must be getting wet down there, eh?
Just take a look at you in the ambulance. Come into the ambulance with us.
No, because you take me up, and why is I have to walk back there.
Listen to us, right? Where we are, we're just going to pop you in there. We're not going to take you away unless you want us to. I promise you. Is that all right? We've got another one. One of your mates is here.
No. Hey, straight. It's in the blue flashing light. Come on, get up and let them check you out and all that.
Come on, because my hair's going to get wet.
All right? Go and sit in the ambulance. Let them check you out about it. He's been beaten up by like a few people, a bullet, like where he's living right. Been bullying him and everything, knocking him about. That's why he's got all head injuries
All
and all
the
that.
bits on his head.
Who's that?
Let them check you out.
You got your bottles with you? Yeah. Yeah, they put them in the sleeves.
Keeping alcohol up their sleeves is a favourite trick for the homeless to prevent them getting stopped for drinking in the street.
Like a couple of black fellas have been beating him and robbing him all the time.
Yeah.
You know, knocking him about all the time. And it's like, I suppose it's catching up on him now.
All right then.
Steve and the ambulance crew are struggling to work out the best course of action.
Obviously, he's from a hostel.
Yes.
All he's basically saying is that he's getting beaten daily.
Yes.
Robbed daily.
Yep.
Doesn't want to go to hospital.
I see no real need for him to go.
Yeah, obviously he's drunk. We know he's drunk.
Yeah.
But I've got nothing apparent to take him for. He doesn't want to go because he knows he's got to walk back.
Yeah, I know we're in this quandary, but.
I think he's very compliant.
No, he's a nice guy.
He's a lovely guy.
I say he hasn't given us any problems.
No.
He's not shouting, swearing, he's not threatening. Whoever's in the hostel, he's just taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
You know, because of the type of guy that he is. I'll have a quick word with him and see what he wants to do. What's his name?
No idea, I couldn't
Okay. I couldn't know, mate.
No.
How you feeling?
Not so bad.
Not so bad. Have you hurt yourself?
No, I'm just getting pains in the leg. Getting pains in the arm.
Well, how about if we take it up to the hospital? They'll give you something for the pain. But to get something, you've got to stay there to actually see the nurse and see the doctor.
I'm going to get a pain.
No, I understand. I do. I understand the situation. But what do we do now? I mean, you've been on the floor in the rain, in the wet. You've been in the road, and people obviously are worried about you.
We'll tell me to do the road then now, Reece. I'll get the source of that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going to stay and be seen there? It's no good taking her if you're going to walk out, is it? You need to see somebody. We'll get you up to the hospital, yeah?
I'll be grateful for that.
All right. Okay.
You look after yourself,
And just.
And behave.
I'll try. It gets difficult, doesn't it,
Especially over the weekend.
as you get older.
The bullying story is one which Steve hears time and again from the homeless.
They're not rough sleepers. They do have a bed in a hostel, but they're loath to go back there until they absolutely have to because of this bullying. I remember one particular assault where a few people from one of the local hostels actually grabbed another member from the hostel, beat him up and then threw him in the canal. I mean, I've been in the city a few years now and I've been seeing the same people with the same problems over and over again. And it just gets very frustrating sometimes. But there's nothing that the ambulance service can do. This is a society problem. This is something that the wider NHS needs to deal with.
In Essex, winter's descended on Biker Cop HQ. The squad have made it into work, but the bikes are snowed in. A biker only has 2 wheels to balance on. If he loses traction on either, he's likely to come off. Conditions like this are just too dangerous for the biker squad. But the roads still need to be patrolled, so they're taking to 4x4s. On snowy duty today, PC Roy Keys.
Two wheels is not happening today, so we've gone out in the 4x4 to respond to any needs for us, really. Unfortunately, we've found the traffic is just gridlocked everywhere, so no one's moving anywhere. Days like this is just don't even think about going out on the bike. You do occasionally see crazy people riding to work on their motorbike, who I can guess it's their only form of transport and they're just desperate to get there, but there's just no room for error, conditions like this.
With so much traffic trying to make it through treacherous conditions, it's not long before Roy comes across his first incident.
Hello there.
By chance, the witness on the scene is an off-duty police chief inspector.
I didn't see it.
Oh, I see.
That's me.
Yeah. Oh, you're not.
She's just skidded into the.
I see.
Into
Right.
the front.
Not into your vehicle.
I was driving down the road and I saw the young lady parked in her car. She appeared distressed. I could see that she'd hit a sign. She's obviously in a dangerous position here on the corner. And I saw my colleagues coming down the road. So obviously they're in a marked police vehicle, and so they've pulled over to assist, and they're dealing with the matter now.
We'll have a look and see what your car's like and go from there. Yeah.
Just on my way to work, came around the corner, was going quite slow and skidded on the ice. Didn't really know what to do, so I was just turning to didn't want to go into the main road and there's loads of traffic coming along. So I turned, went up the curb and hit into the space. And now I don't really know how to get off.
We've made her car safe, just taking the light off and so she can drive. She only lives literally a mile or two down the road, so she'll get mobile. Obviously, there's a little bit of damage to the sign, so my colleague's just grabbing the details, so the insurance company sort that out. But yeah, she'll be on her way very shortly. It's typical of the sort of accidents you get in this sort of weather. You know, everyone's crawling along, and you know the impact is probably 5-10 miles an hour at the most.
Stopping distances are 10 times greater in snow and ice, and as Claire found out this morning, the most likely place to lose control of a car in these conditions is at a corner. With the help of Roy and his off-duty colleague, she's soon heading back home. Every year, thousands of enthusiasts flock to the NEC for the bike show. And today, 4 VIPs have braved the snow to come here for a deadly serious battle of the bikes. Representing the West Midlands Ambulance Service, Mark and Steve. And competing for the Essex Police, Clem and Roy. Today they're going head-to-head in 2 gruelling challenges. And their first test is to have a go at this. They'll be riding Yamaha WR250s, light off-road bikes, a world away from their heavy, powerful work bikes. This challenge is all about speed and control on the dirt track.
Yeah, a bit nervous.
Yeah, but we've done this in years, so it's just make us fool of ourselves falling off.
They look mean, but since we've had this padding on, so do we. So,
It's police versus paramedics, and they're off. The police take the early lead, leaving the paramedics far behind. Steve moves into 3rd place. But he makes a critical misjudgment, and he's high and dry as Mark races past. The cops are now so far ahead, they're coming up behind Steve. But he's not going to let them past. So at the final corner, Roy makes a desperate attempt to cut through on the inside. Disaster. But Roy pushes his bike over the finish line, and it's first round to the Essex Police. Steve's given up, he comes last, and Mark's come in 3rd.
I couldn't imagine myself riding like that in Birmingham city centre, but tell you what, it was good fun, really good fun.
Oh, no broken bones? No, really good. I enjoyed it.
But it's not over yet. The next test is all about control at low speed. Can the paramedics win back some pride?
I think I'm quite good at slow riding. I'm used to riding in pedestrian areas, shopping centres, railway stations, everything. I don't have a problem.
They'll be riding specialised trials bikes, light and manoeuvrable, but with no seats. They'll have to stand on the pegs the whole time and use every ounce of their biking skill to get round an obstacle course.
So what we'd like you to do first is do the slalom in and out of the 4 cones. Once you've done the cones, we'd like to come along, line yourself up for the seesaw and ride over the seesaw. I'll be assessing you on bike control mainly and keeping the bike nice and straight and being relaxed as well.
Relaxed?
Yeah,
you mind not giving me marks for that?
The slalom's no problem for Roy, Clem, or Steve. But the seesaw proves a challenge too far for all 3.
Well, I've got the same as everyone else. Nobody's got over this seesaw yet, so it's all down to Mark. There's no pressure. You've got to get over that seesaw. Forget the cones. Just get over that seesaw. Come on, Mark. No pressure.
Mark's cleared the cones. He just has one obstacle left.
If he does this, he's cracked it.
The seesaw. Not perfect, but good enough.
Tell you what, I reckon I could crack a walnut with my butt cheeks.
Okay, guys, we've got the results.
Okay.
In joint third place was Roy and Steve. In second, Clem.
Well done, Mark.
And the winner was Mark.
Hey, well done, mate. Congratulations. So overall today, it's been a draw. So it's been good. Yeah, it's been great meeting them, though. It's been that's been a real laugh today. They're a couple of characters.
Thoroughly nice people,
yeah.
aren't they? You know.
So with honours even, it's time for goodbyes and some early Christmas presents.
Don't get too excited. But we've got a couple of little gifts in there you can do what you like with. They're great expense. You can put them on your shelf.
Thank you very much. Oh, look.
Oh, cracking.
You've got your mementos.
You can have that one, I'll have that one.
That is very, very kind.
That's brilliant.
Well, there you go. That's from us.
Oh, that's lovely. Caring for the community. I thought you used to.
Yeah,
That's
apparently
brilliant.
we're well known for it.
Oh, that's definitely got up our wall, yeah.
Right.
You'll see it on future programmes.
It's been a pleasure. All right, safe journey back.
Yeah.
Safe journey.
In Birmingham, Steve and Mark are taking a break in the Christmas market.
It's all in your beard. Your beard's gone white. Oh, sorry, that is your beard. All right. Ooh, you hit me once more. I don't usually hit old people, but I'll make an exception.
We're just checking the weather. The snow as it's coming down isn't too bad. It's when it starts to settle. If it does start to settle and we get a cover on the road, then I'll think about stopping riding and jumping into a car. It's just a shame snow doesn't form when it's warm, because I'm a bit chilly. We have a trick, you see. If you leave the bike running, as the temperature rises, the fan cuts in to cool it down, and it blows warm air out. And it's lovely. It's just like a fan heater. Oh, 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 oh.
You've been happy?
Oh, oh, I'm practicing.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, it's a bit better than 000.
That was really, really black country, that one.
000. Oh, oh, oh.
That's better. You've got to hold your belly as you do it, though.
All right, I ain't got a belly. That's me motorcycle jacket.
Got snow on your glasses. Now have a look.
Oh, okay. Oh, oh, oh.
Back in the biker's den, Steve's well and truly in the Christmas spirit.
Ho, ho, ho.
That's better, but with a smile.
I can't do both. Ho, ho, ho. See, I've been practicing.
And every Santa needs a little helper.
Promise you won't laugh. That's it, you've got the laugh, that's it, just do that.
Oh. If you wanted a happy Santa, all you got to do is wear that costume, and it works. What are you supposed to be?
I work on behalf of health and safety.
This afternoon, Mark and Steve are on a festive mission.
Go on then, Rudolph.
Somebody's following me.
Yes, police. They're coming to do you for impersonating a paramedic. Obviously, we won't be responding to jobs, but the problem you've got is en route to the children's hospital, if we were to come across something, we would have to stop. And can you really see a patient believing when you get out dressed like this, you're okay, we're paramedics? Do you think they're really going to have faith in us? Because I know I wouldn't. Hello.
They've come to Birmingham's Specialist Children's Hospital to spread some Christmas joy.
This one.
Well, that's the hospital. Hi ho, hi ho, it's up to where we go. Ho, ho, ho.
Where am I going? Hello.
Hello. Hiya. Hello.
Don't look at my ears, I get paranoid.
Quite a few children on the ward that you can go and see, I'm sure, yeah. Nice and busy for you.
Yeah.
And have you all been good?
We're more excited.
We're always
And who are you? Hello, Elliot. With any luck, we'll give you a boys' one instead of a girls' one. Merry Christmas. That's all right. Hello.
See ya.
Hello. It's all right. I'll stop here. Woo. Yeah, I'll come back here. How's that? Hello. Oh. Do you want that? Here you go. All right. All right. Oh. Here we go. Here you go. How's that? What's that? I know he's not going to look at me.
Just woken up and
I know. Merry Christmas. Oh, look at that. Is that for you? Hello. Oh. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, wow.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Mark has one more important delivery to make.
We've come to a ward to see a special little patient, Molly, who's been in hospital for a while now. I actually went out to treat a mother who was involved in an RTC. You do need to go to hospital.
I've got to get back to my little girl.
Right, okay.
Maybe just been put in intensive care unit.
And we ended up having to have the door cut off the car and extricate Mum, which was quite a stressful time for Mum.
1-year-old Molly has been in hospital since swallowing a battery which stuck in her throat.
I'm sorry, Santa. Did I push him?
No, no.
And it's nearly Christmas.
We've been here 3 weeks.
Nearly Christmas. Oh, I'm sorry.
Who's that man?
With funny ears. Yeah. I've had permission off Santa to give a present to a special girl. For you. So how long do they think she'll be in for?
We're not sure. We just have to go day by day. You know, we've been here 3 weeks now, so we don't really think any more about days. We just carry on.
She's up, she's awake.
Yeah, she's been in an induced coma for 10 days.
Yeah.
So it's just day by day. I think everybody does that in here, you know, just bit by bit.
Have a nice Christmas and take care. All right. Bye-bye. 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 All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Hopefully we'll be home for Christmas. Hopefully it would be nice if we'll be home because I've got other children, so yeah, it would be nice. So hopefully everything will be back to normal.
I think it's a very, very special place, and I feel privileged to be able to come to the Children's Hospital and just play a small part in trying to bring a smile to the face, obviously along with Santa. But yeah, I'm privileged and honoured. Keep going.
Ho, ho, ho.
And again.
What again?
And again.
More than twice.
No, do another ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho. Where am I going?
Sit yourself down.
The man who was stabbed was taken to hospital and found to have had a very lucky escape. His injuries were minor. And the deaf lady had broken her ankle again, and her leg is back in plaster to keep it still while it heals.